What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the digital market watch. So without further ado, let's get into the market and talk about all the goodies and everything that needs to be talked about. So let's get into this video, shall we? First off, let's talk about none other than Gen Con VMon. This thing is sitting at $18 and it's going up a little bit, only by 4%. That's not terrible, but the last solds were at $20 a pop. I am sorry to say this card is a little expensive. This thing was definitely a grab months ago, but this thing is just not playing nicely. You know, when it was $8, it was really fair price. Now it's double, and I expect this to climb up more and more as long as the deck is competitive. Armors or even VMon in itself, this card is going to be expensive. Europe side looking like 9s to 10s on the low end, which is good to see you guys still have low end like that. But you guys are starting to climb up as equally as fast as us. Pause plug MP. I told you a while ago to make sure you get your copies. These things were dirt cheap. People are expecting to counter the format with this. Now they are now $10 a pop. I think it's a one of, maybe two of in your list. Yeah, if you missed out on this opportunity when they were dollars, I feel bad for you guys. I did warn you, and it did climb. Europe side looking like €1 to €2. You guys got plenty of stock. Maybe take some of this off if you guys are a seller on this and you pay attention. Take these, bring them to the marketplaces, and just list them for 6, maybe a little bit less, maybe €5 a pop onto the marketplaces, and it'll be bought by the American side market as long as there's enough stock for them to buy. Destromon, this card is starting to show some movement. Actually, we are going up. We went up to 20 plus 24%. That's no joke, guys. We're now touching $3. I definitely warned you guys to make sure you get your copies when these were like dollars. This thing's going to climb up, and I expect this to touch $8 a pop. Europe side, €1 to €2. Ariza, Digimon Liberator promotional pack. This card here is $23 and still climbing. Somebody bought them for $40 a pop. Not worth it. Just wait for later this month when they start flooding in. This should knock some of these down just a tad bit. Europe side, nothing. Taikami Event Pack 5, Double Diamond, BTO 6. This, well, Event Pack 6, but this thing is not looking too hot. We're sitting at close to $20 a pop. Just Ty's got some nice gimmicks going on in BT 17, which is a conjoined. Is it? No, it's not conjoined for us. It's 18, 19, and 20 are combined. So 17 is still our last one before we have the rapid conversion. Taking a look at it though, $19 a pop. Europe side, €14. Kawagamon promo limited cards pack version 2 up to $22. Not looking good. We're going to 25s pretty quickly. I feel bad for you guys if you really need this or you feel like you need this. I'm going to be straight honest with you. It's a 1, 2, 0, 4, whatever you want kind of card. You don't need it to play your deck. It helps in some circumstances, but it's not always mandatory. Europe side looking like 27s to 30s. Matt Ishida starter deck 16. Wolf of Friendship pre-release card. You're gonna look at it, 85 cents, 93 cents. Europe side though, for this pre-release, 70 cents to €1. You guys are looking this up and picking it up. I have no clue why you would be, but yeah, it's got some value. Matt Ishida Double Diamond pre-release card is not showing much movement. It's actually cooling off, which is good. But it has been a few sales last week. I'm looking at $3 a pop, especially if you guys need the mid rarity. If you guys can't afford the max, this is what you're going to be using, especially once BT 17 comes around. Europe side looking like €2 to €3. It goes up to 5 for the pre-release stamp. Leomon, you guys are looking up Leomons as well. This card has been looked at for a hot second, and no 1 month stuff, but in the last 3 months, it's gone up by a few cents. It's 7 cents a pop. This is just ridiculous, but I mean, if you can get multiple cards from this one seller, yeah, fine. Europe side looking like 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents. Nothing too crazy here, but you guys are looking up Leomon. The next card we're going to talk about, though, is Leomon Blast Ace. This card, being able to Digivolve into your level 6 or higher. If you attack with the Digimon with the highest DP, then this Digimon you may Digivolve into a level 6 Digimon with Leomon's name in your hand for a Digivolution cost 6, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. This combo is really nice with the Blast Ace Leomon. Yeah, that new card really is interesting to me. I think that's a really good way of skip evolution. And then because the way it works is that, you know, minusing the DP, and then if you delete a Digimon, it unsuspends itself. It could have a possibility of 2 attacks in a turn if you attack him with this one, as long as you had 6 memory, which is a higher toll requirement, but it is a possibility. We're looking at tens, cents, not terrible. Europe side though, 2 cents to 2 cents, plenty of 2 cents. Blast Ace pre-release stamp though, any movement here? Nothing, just holding strong in the 95-cent range. That's not bad, could be a lot worse. Make sure you get your copies if you plan on doing some Leomon shenanigans. I think being able to go into Saber Leomon with this card warping in for 6 is not a terrible game plan. Europe side looking like 2 cents to 5 cents, 50 cents, 45 cents. Yeah, this thing's pretty cheap, dirt cheap. Garurumon starter deck, you guys are looking this up too. I think it's just a purple copium. Just this card is at like a $1.90, goes up to $2.50 to $2.98 pretty quickly. Not terrible, could be a lot worse, but right now that's just how that starter deck's going. We got Europe side, you guys are not looking too hot. We're at €4 to €5, not good. Garurumon starter deck 02 though is starting to see some traction movement. This is because of the new BT EX7. This card is gonna probably see play in the whatchamacallit deck, the Hexablau deck that is basically trash the Digivolution at the bottom of your opponent's Digimon. Because of the way it combats tricks is going to work, it does by the stack. Having a Digimon that can, a heritable stack that's going to be able to strip at the bottom when attacking, I expect more of these to be picked up because of that effect. Being able to do the ice barrier thing or ice pierce or whatever it is, that thing is going to be a nuisance just because combat trick is changed. DP doesn't matter. That's going to be very important. $1.57, $1.58. Yeah, there's not many listings at 80 cents anymore. Just keep that in mind. Europe side though, 2 cents, 5 cents, 9 cents. Just be ready for this thing to climb. Biomon Seed Apocalypse BT15 going down by the looks of it, but still claiming it's going up. This thing is quite expensive though. It's $3.60, $2.50, which could be a worst case scenario. Europe side looking like €5 to €6. See, this is the worst case scenario. If we were at $5 a pop for that bird, I'd feel bad. Biomon Dimensional Phase though, we're looking at no data. Nothing really sold, but people are looking at this. Apparently it's showing up as most recently sold. I don't understand that we have like last month, but $7 a pop for this pre-release stamp. Europe side looking like €2.50, €2.50, €3, €5.90 for this pre-release stamp. Magnamon versus Royal Knights, up to a close to $4 card, guys. This thing has been just slowly climbing under the radar. We are not looking too good here. We're at almost close to a $5 card. Europe side €1 to €2. X Antibody Protoform. Starting to show some climb up as well. This was probably because of the Lugamon top that used it, which isn't terrible, could be a lot worse, but seeing this card go up more and more, mate, sure that you had your playset a while ago. And I'm sorry guys, I did mention this a while back when they were 10s to pick them up, or when they were like here, definitely pick them up, and they just been 15 cents. With that information, keep that how you want. Proto form. Let's take a look at it. Europe side though, $22, €22, €22.50, €24. Wow guys, you have it rough than us. Analog Youth Classic Collection starting to go up yet again. This card is just versatile. It helps fix issues in some decks that just can't search properly, like any deck that doesn't have any tamer necessarily needed, but with their Digimon focus and needing to get them in the trash might help out. Looking at it though, $8 a pop. Europe side looking like €2, €3. Double Typhoon Spring Breakers. This card is starting to cool off on its sales. We're down into the $54 range, could be a lot worse. Europe side looking like €20 to €28. Metal Garurumon Seed Apocalypse BT15. This card is going up now again. We are about to hit $25 a piece. Ew. Europe side looking like 15s to 17s. Mega Gargomon A starter deck 17. Double Typhoon starting to go up as well. No surprise here. I knew this was just a waiting game at that point, but be ready for this thing to climb more. We're at $5 a pop. Europe side looking like €3 to €4. It's slowly momentum that way too. Belphemon Rage Mode alternate art. Be ready for this thing to start climbing up more and more. The reason I say this now is that people, once you get Ukumon, both Ukumons in rotation for this deck, the deck kind of gets that sped up format that it's been craving for. The Ukumons can swing in and just get the value pretty quickly, and that aggression really helps out because then Belphemon can go onto the board and play the protection game as your Ukumons are just going in kamikazeing into the security. Taking a look though, $25. Europe side, no listings except for one for €80. Guys, you're not paying that. Bellastar alternate art double diamond BTO 6. I don't know why people are hype copying this card now. This should not be on a climb up. There's return one option with a cost 7. None of their options work now. This card does not work with their old deck style. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be playing this just because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't synergize with the new play style that it wants to do. Taking that into account, we're looking at 50s. Europe side though, looking like €32, €33. Don't touch this with a 10-foot pole. People will start relisting them. Patamon Alternate Art Blast Ace BT14 going down a little bit. We're at $40 a pop. It's still expensive. Europe side, €20 is the lowest, and then it goes to 30s to 38s. Ew. Saberdramon promo. Yeah, this thing's starting to cool off. This might be a good time to start snagging them as it drops. Just a good pickup. Europe side though, looking like €6 to €7. Mirage Galgamon Dimensional Phase BT11 going up as well. Just taking a look though, $10 to $11 range. Not bad. Could be a lot worse. Don't pick this up. That's Japanese. You can't play it. Europe side looking like €7 to €8. Could be a lot worse, I think. But this is kind of low for this deck. Grace Nova alternate art. Somebody's starting to pick these up. I know the hype is there because the new support is coming, and it gives the deck some decent consistency avenues that really needed it. Yeah, I'm excited to test it. Europe side looking like €24 to €25. Tentamon Alternate Art Exceed Apocalypse BT15 going up as well. We're up to $35 range. If you wanted macro rarity bugs, months ago was how you had to do it. Europe side looking like 21, 22s. Davis and Ken up at $7 a pop. They were selling for 5s. Be ready to pick these up at once they drop on release. These are going to be one of the more important ones to grab. Europe side looking like €2, €3. Yeah, €2. Dino Beamon, $14 a pop. Wouldn't pick it up at 14s. I would wait for it to go down. I feel like this thing is going to go down to like a $2 card, if anything. Europe side looking like €17. Don't pick that up. Vikemon Ace, definitely expect this to be one of the more expensive cards. I expect it to be like a $10 card at the beginning and then go down for a little bit and then spike right back up. Europe side looking like 16s to 17s. Shakuamon Beginning Observer BT16 just going at $15 a pop. Europe side looking like 2 cents, 10 cents. Oh, hello there. You're the wrong one. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like the other. Why you don't look like the other? That's because I'm an idiot. €16 a pop. Then we have Rapidmon X Antibody. Don't pick this up at $80 a pop. Not worth it. Yeah, I see what Pro Play's doing. They're not releasing the whole stock. They're seeing where people will pay for. Don't pay $80 a pop for this card. Really don't. Europe side though, €40, €42. Hold on to that. Don't buy it at 40. Definitely buy it in the 20s. I think that'll be your best bet. But all in all, guys, that is the Market Watch. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.